Demmene Syronn, Beatnick on Productions. Dirty is the duo. Put your L's up. It goes proud moments. My daughter said I was a tryhard. It's not true, really, I'm just better by far. Y'all set a high bar. It was hard to ignore it, but the buck stops here and the ball stopped before it. Some of them left the earth, son, I'm the center of the orbit. In other words, like it or not, my glow's important. Everybody's trying to eat. Men like me control the portion. Luckily, I'm generous enough to keep you all from starving. Those that never heard of me prefer for me to prove it. Wrap your mind around how often I come out affects your movement. I could body every feature, stage, interview, and platform, but I'm a gentleman and monopolizing his bad form. You're probably thinking, man, this dude get barely mentioned. Don't misconstrue it, I'm just not amused by the attention, with no interest in whipping in your lanes whatsoever. I'd rather play the laboratory and cake my feta. Plus I spare y'all from the glare of my nuclear projector, cause staring at a star too long is sure to burn your retina. You should all be thankful that I'm not applying pressure and giving you the time and space to get your case together. My optimum output is awkward and blinding. I dial it back so that it's not so shiny. Never have been one that's fit for conforming, cause shape-shifting is for the spineless and slimy. My guns I'm sticking to, low funds are filthy rich. I keep a fistful of fuel for the ignorant. I used to think that all of us were equal, but now I know better, and trust me, some people are poised for positions of power and promise. The rest just aren't smart enough, let's keep it dumb honest. I could hurt the feelings of an icon. I'd murder everybody if it wouldn't upset my mom. Demmene Syronn, screaming, take me to your leader. Somebody think they're better than make me a believer. Maybe I am not the one to pull the culture by his coattails, but when we gonna be done with all these gun bars and dope sales? Woke ones quote, art imitate life, so I say the coldest things, and my kings call me ice. And I didn't write this to rifle up drama, but someone needs to address these cycles of trauma. If every imaginary bullet fired through this mic was a word of inspiration or a piece of good advice, or at least something different than this modern prototype, it's like I keep a fleet of weaponry, and that means that I'm nice. Look, I get it, poverty's infected your thoughts, and some of y'all really believe that you're just flexing your cards. See, it's easy to deceive someone that's never been taught, even easier to deceive a human head that is hard. So instead of moving together, we get further apart, and the difference between the two of them is stuck at the start. This fixation with mental prison is a little bizarre. I want for every plate we eat to have a Michelin star. I should promote a meet and greet so y'all can sit with the guard. Father of specialties, listen, we can sip it and talk, or skip the formalities and strike right in the heart. My defibrillator is charged up, we all need a spark. Why do we keep defecating in a toilet that's clogged? Instead of working it smart, we working it hard. The facade of the strength we have is really just a mirage, leaving these mothers and fathers bruised, battered, and scarred. And the Lord has helped us. If you ask the elders, the mistake we make is thinking there ain't nothing they could tell us, and this fake it till you make it method ain't gonna propel us without recalibrating the state of our cerebellums. The common sense, my intelligence, especially when I'm talking in a room of uncomprehensive elephants. You might be boss to the skeleton, but if you're neglecting your children, then you softer than gelatin. That's for the ladies and the gentlemen. I'm too old to sugarcoat the whole truth when I'm telling it. Looking for some honesty, but ain't nobody selling it. At least if I'm lying, I'ma make it sound eloquent. My status is a veteran, Letterman is immaculate. I can pick the pen up whenever, I never practice it. Some of y'all will struggle to barely come up with half of this. I could be the best, but why try to even master if I'm running open field with the ball and no one's tackling? Players should go back to the basics and start to rap again. Look, I haven't broke a head sweat. How I'm swimming with these sharks and I ain't even get wet yet, cause I'm protected by my skill sets and the confidence of knowing when I go and I'm a real threat. I know that people love to claim to be the greatest, but how can that be true if you ain't nobody's favorite? And when you're nice, you'll get approached by total strangers. I've been told that I provoke life changes. They similar to sipping Rieslings and cheap rosé while listening to music Cabernet from Paso Robles. All that I could say is y'all should catch up. Flavor and complexity's a hard thing to dress up. Fans inspire us to continue to keep going. Plans to fire up any venue that we go in. The repertoire is so close to impeccable. Even my imperfections are no less than incredible. I try not to rely on punchlines and references and focus on the academic structure of my sentences. I'm taking apprenticeships. All of my proteges are excellent lyricists, period. The curriculum's serious. Sorry if you do not meet the minimum admission criteria. You could hang with me if you relate to chandeliers. As long as there's a ceiling, I'ma try to stay up there, lighting up the air. Hydrogen is here. I don't know any other way to make it more clear. I'm good money in a tuxedo or looking bummy. Hooded sweatsuits with boots or something crunchy. Dad bod, plate stay full. I ain't hungry, but your food, that looks good. I got the munchies. My deep so out of reach that I can't be sunned. In this land of milk and honey, I have just begun. Trust, I'm coming with the gumption of a newborn. The game's a white couch and I'm Rick James with shoes on. That's just so audacious. And I'll stay cool. Why y'all so anxious? If self-medication's your security blanket, I'm trained with the tools to improve psych patients. We'll talk about your sociopathic infatuations, break you down and build you back up. And if you make it, you get your picture taken at the graduation banquet. I might even say congratulations. Demmene Syronn.